All right, so I'm going to record this. When I'm going to put it out there, I'm not sure, but probably sooner than later. And, I'm in New York City, call it my second home, one of my favorite cities in the world, and a place I love to spend time. I'm here every single year for the last 7 years. I've come and spent a week or longer in New York City because there's just something about the place that energizes me. Of course, I've been on a trip all around the US like I do every year, seeing family and doing business. And so, through this blog, brianwalsh.co, it's all about living the real entrepreneur per se, right? And my big thing is I love to travel, but I love to do what I do in my business as well. So I'm going to put it out there that, in the very near future, I'm going to challenge myself to spend extensively more time traveling while still effectively operating the business. And I say challenge because I travel first class and I spend a lot of money when I do my trips, and I'm not going to change that. So I have to have the financial capacity, I have to have the time capacity, and I have to meet my requirements in creative, in terms of creating financial independence and achieving the other things that are important to me in terms of success as a whole. So I'm thinking 2020 to be the first year. So we're now in the latter part of 2018, and I want to commit in 2020 to spending 4 months international, overseas. 4 months. So currently, it sounds kind of crazy, but I spent 2 weeks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've spent 7 weeks overseas this year so far. But I'm going to spend 4 months, and I'm going to travel to different parts of the world. And I might link it to some sporting events, or I'm not sure, but it's all about whether I can set the business up to run, whether the money can flow effectively, whether it can operate, whether the service can be delivered effectively, regardless of where I am in the world. And so 2020, 4 months, and by 2022, 6 months or more, up to half the year. This is a crazy commitment, but I want to do this, and I'll work on the details, and I'll go through, because I'm not saying everyone else should be traveling the world and trying to run a business effectively and still make it profitable and still, achieve the financial goals that I'll talk more about in terms of my own personal equations, and, get the whole mix to make sense. But it's really a case of, for me, it's one of my highest values, travel. So can I have that freedom to do these incredible things and travel the world and have a business that operates effectively at the same time? So, as part of brianwalsh.co is my challenge to myself, which I'm publicly announcing now whenever you're watching this video, that I'm going to do that. So 2020, which is, less than a year and a half away, to spend 4 months, which is 16 to 20 weeks, internationally traveling, first class, living in beautiful places, and business still operating and achieving the goals that I set, both financially and in terms of operations as a whole. That's my challenge. And by 2022, as much as half the year, spending the time in other cities in the world and still running the business effectively as a whole. That's my challenge to myself. One of the crazy ideas I came up with is could I go and watch every Formula One Grand Prix, for instance, while still running my business? And I'm probably going to make that part of the equation, but the truth is, I don't know if I want to watch every Grand Prix live. I love Formula One, I love sport, but, don't necessarily want to sit in the stands every single time, but I'll figure that out when we get there. So, maybe share with me, what's your crazy goal? What, if you could achieve anything, if your business gave you freedom and gave you financial independence, what would you do? In a year, how would you live a year? Let me know, because I'm going to make this reality and hopefully share with you how and I did it, and share the whole experience with you. But what would you do? So I thought it was appropriate to film this while I was here in New York, my favorite city. I say in inverted commas because I have many cities I love, but I thought it was appropriate to share it with you while I was overseas. So that's it. Challenge is out. 2020, less than a year and a half away. 4 months internationally while running the business as a whole. That's the challenge. Let me know what your challenge is, what you'd like to achieve in 2020, how your lifestyle would like to be, how you'd like your business to be serving you as a whole. because let's set a challenge. I love the 2020 vision kind of thing, right? I have a bigger vision in terms of what I want to achieve in 2020, but this is from a more personal lifestyle orientation. 2020, of course, is perfect vision. So, what are you going to do in 2020? Tell me. I don't want to know what you're going to do in your business. I mean, I'm excited about that as well. I want to know how your life is going to be. These beautiful dogs. Hello. I want to know how your life is going to be. How are you going to be living your life? It's not far away, so, maybe you don't want to be crazy about it. I want it to be something that you can achieve, but I want to know how you're going to work towards achieving it. I'm going to share with you how I work towards achieving it and making it a reality. So what are you going to do and how are you going to do it? And, keep sharing with me in the comments and share with me on Instagram and on Facebook and Twitter, your journey. Because that's what it is about being a real entrepreneur. It's a lifestyle. It's not simply having a successful business, but it's having a successful business that serves you. And that's my objective. So I'm putting it out there. What are you putting out there? It's Brian Welsh from the incredible New York City, in case you doubt me. There's the yellow cabs, the noisy trucks. That's 6th Avenue or the Avenue of Americas. I'm going to be flying back to South Africa today, so they're going to be picking me up shortly at my hotel, so I must head back. But that's the challenge I'm putting out there, and I'm going to spend 4 months internationally while running my business successfully, a growing business in 2020. What are you going to achieve? Let me know. Ciao for now.